seismic. They say in their press release around the acquisition that's going to be part of their portfolio, but what that looks like, I don't know yet.
Right.
Yeah, and
sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, Tim, just within the ocean bottom, different providers, you've got Fairfield, you've got the likes of Seabed Solutions, you've got Magseis, Westlink Eco. Are there any of those that you see as being ahead of the others in terms of the technology, either speed of deployment, cost of deployment, or just the quality of the data generated? Is there in your mind a sort of a peer that's ahead of the others in terms of one of those attributes?
Yeah, it's a good question. They all have pros and cons with their systems, and I mean, Seabed Solutions, they have probably fewer nodes than the other guys. They've got, last I knew, they had about 3,500 Manta nodes, which they're just now starting. They've just started, I think, their first project with those down in Brazil, and I'm hearing that they're building another 3,500 or so. But it remains to be seen how effective they will be. But one of the advantages of that system is it does have the full range of water depths. So it's 0 to 3,000, maybe even 4,000 meters. So that's kind of Seabed. Fairfield, they have a whole array of nodes, and I think if I were to stack them up, I would say they're probably ahead of the other two major players, just because they do have a range. They have their new node, that's the Z Explorer, Z4000, that can go into very deep water. But the other thing is that they have developed optical links where you can go down with an ROV and actually extract some of the data while the project's going on. They've also purchased recently the WGP, which was kind of known as 4D operators in the North Sea. So with their Z Explorer and their Z3000 and their 4D business, I think that they have a good combination with those. So I'd say they're up ahead. Magseis is really one of the first to do the robotics on the handling system. So they are pretty efficient at deploying, I understand. And, their node has, they've kept developing that for deeper water and whatnot. But at least their initial nodes, they did not have rechargeable batteries. You had to change out the batteries, which I saw as a major negative. So they all have different attributes. And then there's actually four major players. Those are the three.
On the rechargeable batteries point, does that not make them quite a bit lighter? Because I think I've kind of heard that disposable batteries are kind of less heavy than to get the equivalent amount of power than kind of a rechargeable battery, and that may result in kind of improved efficiency of the nodes.
No, I don't think so, because most of these projects are on large enough vessels that the weight of the battery is not really much of an issue. And just the thought of having to go in and replace, as these crews go from 3,000, 4,000 nodes to 10,000, 12,000, dealing with that quantity of batteries and flying them into places like Nigeria or Brazil or wherever, I think that's going to be a bit of a logistics nightmare and really not a lot of benefit. Now, I will say I haven't really kept up with their most recent. I think they just recently announced a new mass node, and that may be rechargeable. I'm not sure, but that is a big. I see it as a big negative.
Yeah, because I think the way that it's been put to us by some at least, for what it's worth, is that the sort of disposable batteries, they allow you to have a smaller node.